Shalom, shalom. Start off with giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakahak Kwadash. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father name. Yahweh Shah is the only begotten Son's name. So the Heavenly Father and the only begotten Son's names are Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. Double honor to the Apostle of the Great Millstone, whom I learned this 100% truth from. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and the speckled birds scattered through the four winds of the earth. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. What's that? They lack the knowledge of knowing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. And we seeing this as a prime example of how 2/3 of our people are acting right now. 2/3 of our people are acting like Esau, so they are destroyed in lack of knowledge because they don't know Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And these are them same spirits that said, let their blood be on us and our children. That's why they can't perceive it. That's why they go against everything about Yahweh Shah. Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is our Father, right? He punished us for our iniquity because we are His children. That's just like if you got kids, and your kids show off and they got a friend with all the pins. Because some parents allow shit. But when you watching people kids, and your kid, two kids, their kids show off, you tell their parents take care of them, and you take care of your child, and vice versa. You do have some parents that give whatever, but for the most part, your child go ahead and rob a bank. Somebody else's child don't. Is that the person that would, is they gonna be? No. You can whoop your child ass. He robbed the bank. You see what I'm saying? We went against Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so he whooping our ass. Point blank period. I do not understand. Well, I do because it's Yahweh Shem Yahushua's movie, so I do, but it's like amazing that people can't seem to get that concept. It's very simple. Out of all the families on the earth, he chose us. We broke the law, he whooped our ass. So let me read that again. Amos 1 and 3. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. What was the family that he brought out of Egypt? The Israelites. People just crazy, man. All these false prophets out here, like, it should be more of us going against these false prophets enough since most of us went to church and we grew up under this Christian shit. So we should be against that. Because that's not the way, but hey, some people rather have money. But this is only for Yahweh Shem Yahushua's people. And who is his people? The Israelites. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the speckled birds that scattered through the four winds of the earth. That's who his people are. Not the whole entire world. It's only the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled birds. That's who this Bible is about and for and to, the Israelites. Psalm 78, verse 1. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline the ears to the words of my mouth. That's what we're supposed to be doing right now. Inclining your ears to the words of Yahweh Shemashai's mouth. We're getting closer and closer. So if you ain't storing up no treasures in heaven, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? Psalm 78, verse 2. I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter dark sayings of old. Is that not what we do when we go into the scriptures? Here a little, there a little, breaking down the scriptures. We open our mouth in parables and dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known of our fathers, have told us. You see? Who's our fathers? Moses, Isaiah, and so on and so forth. That's how we know these parables and old sayings from the old. Verse 4. We will not hide them from their children. We're not hiding these words from nobody's children, our own children, anybody's children. We're not hiding these words. Showing to the generations to come the praises of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai and his strength and his wonderful works that he has done. And what's his wonderful works he has done, man? He brought us from the dead. I don't care what nobody say. That is right there is a miraculous miracle right there. Because we was just like everybody else in the world. But Yahweh Shemashai put his spirit on us to show his wonderful works. Like, hey, y'all were wild, y'all were assholes, but I'm gonna give you a little leeway. Bring your ass back while you have liberty, or I'm gonna roast you. And the ones that fear Yahweh Shemashai, they're gonna do what they have to do to please him. Because that's who we need to please at the end of the day. If you're not doing anything to please Yahweh Shemashai, what are you doing? You better ask yourself, what are you doing? But we're not going to hide all the marvelous work that we have found out now through the strength and power of Yahweh Shemashai. And we're going to show it to the generation. We're going to let everybody know. Because we know now. Verse 5. Psalm 78 and verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children. He established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel. So, if anybody breaks the law, it has to be an Israelite. He gave the law to Israel, not nobody else. Verse 6. Psalm 78, verse 6. That the generations to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who shall arise and declare them to their children. And that's us. We is that generation to come. Yeah, we are the generation to come that might know them. Because we were born and we are raised and we are declaring to the children, and to our children, and to Yahweh Shemashai's children. We are raised and we're proclaiming these words. Hear these words, or ye shall die. Verse 7, Psalm 78 and 7. That they might set their hope in power, and not forget the works of power, but keep his commandments. That's our whole duty. We set our hope in Yahweh Shemashai, He brought us here, and we just gotta hope and pray and have the faith that He's gonna take us the rest of the way. You can't be in here and like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna make it now. Nah, forget that doubt demon. We all have that, but guess what? At the end of the day, I know that Yahweh Shemi Shai is gonna save some people, and I'm just hoping that I'm a part of them or one of them. But it is written that someone's gonna have hope. If you don't have hope in Yahweh Shemi Shai, what do you have, man? You don't have shit. Jeremiah 17:7. Blessed is the man that trusted in the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai, and who hope the Lord is. Who's your hope to get out of here? My hope is Yahweh Shemi Shai. That's how I got here. So the same way I got here is the same way I'm gonna get out of here. Just like the scripture said, why you gays standing at Yahweh Shai? The same way we seen him leave is the same way he coming. And I know he's coming. Because we have hope. These scriptures were Romans 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. So you gotta have patience. You gotta suffer. You gotta be. Hey, look, man. If you ain't built to suffer and go through shit, you're not gonna survive this. Cause when you come to this, you gotta prepare yourself for temptations, man. But at the end of the day, these scriptures give you comfort. Because if you're going through anything, you know you can run to the scriptures and read a few scriptures to get you back on track. Or you can watch a brother's video. Either one. But these scriptures is the reason we have hope. He left them written down so we could run across them and have hope. Because we are his people. And we are the only ones that are able to even have hope, is the Israelites, because that's the only people he's dealing with. With these scriptures, we have hope, man. Romans 8 and 24, for we are saved by hope. By hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he hope for it? Why do he yet hope for it? Exactly. But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. That's the name of this game, man. Patience, hope, faith. Do you have any of those? And Yahweh Shai, not yourself. See, you gotta remember, these words are written about Yahweh Shai. This book is about Yahweh Shai and the elect. That's it. You know, the stories that come along in there, whatever, but it's about Yahweh Shai. Because when he come back, it's still gonna be about Yahweh Shai. This is not just, we're just talking about Yahweh. Oh, he's gonna come, he's just gonna come and he's gonna leave. No, he's coming to rule this bitch. Put this in the order that his father had to be ran in the first place. That's what we hoping for. We hoping to be saved from the destruction that he got coming. We hoping that what we doing is pleasing Yahweh Shemi Shai. That's why he left his words here. He left these words here for comfort. To who? His people. And who is his people? The Israelites. But right now, it's just the elect of Israel. It's his people. He's not worrying about everybody right now. what should be on your mind? Because most of our people are destroyed of lack of knowledge. Because they refuse Yahweh Shem Shah. So guess what? Yahweh Shem Shah gonna refuse them. I did a video yesterday. He gonna say, I never knew you, D. I never knew you. Get away from me. Do you want that? So if you, man, look, maybe I might have to grab that scripture again or something. But, or matter of fact, you need to read it. Maybe you need to see it to understand that, hey, those are red letters. So if you're playing around, that's exactly what he's going to tell you. This is for the sincere. That is truly seeking Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's tired of this shit. So it still amazes me to see people my age and up still just stupid as fuck. But that's part of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's doing, ain't mine. That's why we're blessed to be in this council. We got to continue to hope and fight for Yahweh Shah. We got to let the world know it's for Israelites and Yahweh Shah is coming. He's going to destroy everybody that's outside of his circle. Hosea 6 and verse 1. Come and let us return unto the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. For he has torn, he will heal us. He has smitten, he will bind us up. How else are you going to get out of here? You're not getting out of here unless Yahweh Shem Yahushua bind you up. And for the most part, 2/3 of our people over here, they are not getting bound up because of their lack of knowledge. They don't want knowledge. They reject knowledge. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to reject them. But once again, who is Yahweh Shem Yahushua's people? Israelites. So, and that's why we got to keep these commandments to our best ability to show Yahweh Shem Yahushua that, hey, we appreciate you letting us come back home. Now, let us do what we got to do, and hopefully it's enough that you are satisfied with us, you know. But the Israelites is Yahweh Shem Yahushua's people, whether you want to believe it or not. If you don't like it, deal with it. Take it up with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know. So hope this was edifying to the hopeful elect. We'll give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakahak, Wadash. Double honor to the Apostle Elder Great Millstone, whom I learned this 100% truth from. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect and the speckled birds scattered through the four winds of the earth. Till the next time, I say shalom, and remember, we are his people. The ones that's coming back. The rest that's not coming back, they're not his people. They are destroyed for lack of knowledge. At the end of the day, they are. But right now, we're talking about present time and what's going on. This is only for the elect of Israel. Till next time, shalom.